Greetings to all. Happy Monday. The first full week of August has begun, and I'm thrilled to see that cryptocurrency is doing well this morning. What another day we had on Sunday. It's the fourth week in a row. Sunday we had a pump. I'm not sure whether you're listening, but this pump will come up one of these weeks. These markets will continue to operate for the duration of the week. But look, stop what you're doing for a second, because this video, it's more than simply another cryptocurrency story. It is a serious shaking up HSBC. Indeed, one of the largest banks is utilizing blockchain to develop its entire next-generation infrastructure. You guessed it, XRP and Ripple are dead in the thick of everything. In the US, UK, Eurozone, UAE, and pretty much everywhere else, I'm referring to live action. That's what matters. This is where things get crazy, though. They're fully blockchain-based cross-border payment game, and Mateo or MedEco is their custody partner. It's owned by Ripple, and I'm sure you'll correct me in the comments. Why is everyone out here chasing pumps and arguing over coins? Citi, JP, Goldman, and SBI are the largest players in the game. They are establishing the foundation for institutional cryptocurrency. And just to blow your head, if Bitcoin approaches even half the value of actual gold, you're looking at almost $500,000 per Bitcoin. Let that sink in. And really, ask yourself, where does that put XRP when you gaze in the mirror? If you're truly listening, where does it get you? Yes, exactly. Additionally, don't put this off. Ripple just made their OCC banking license application public. There are hints in there that will alter your perspective of their entire strategy. And in this video, I'm explaining everything. Therefore, you might wish to catch up if you're not prepared for what comes next. Because you will want to do more than simply watch at the conclusion of this. You will want to take action. Welcome to the Bullwinkle Blueprint, guys. Make sure to click the subscribe button if you're new here. There is a join option beneath each video if you want to join the channel. If you click on the join button on my YouTube page's main screen, you can get free ads on every video for less than the cost of a cup of coffee per month. Additionally, you receive exclusive posts for technical analysis members only. I know a lot, but while you're looking at everything and doing all that, give the channel a thumbs up. That's the best way to show your support. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. The price of Bitcoin is $114,235. The 24-hour chart shows that it is essentially flat. Right now, XRP is up more than 3% and Ethereum, 3,550, is up 1.27%. Yesterday, we saw a slight retracement, dropping to 2.97 cents after touching well over $3. I'll be listening. What happens tonight on the close for XRP entire cryptocurrency market cap? Still a long ways off from $4 trillion, coming in at $3.69 trillion. Change by now and release this. Every coin just made a golden cross. The last time this happened, all of the coins increased by more than 4.000%. That's just something to keep in the back of mind. 5ASP released this regarding HSBC. Let's discuss this. Stop what you're doing for a second. This isn't just another headline, so turn up the volume and pay attention. HSBC is being shaken up in a real way. In fact, the complete back-end infrastructure of one of the largest banking companies is being built out here. This is just enormous. The United States, the United Kingdom, the Eurozone, the United Arab Emirates, and other regions are implementing tokenized deposit services. That isn't a fintech pilot for a niche market. A multinational bank is stating that blockchain is the infrastructure on which they are now creating. The worst part is that they are using Mateo MedEco for custody, but you have to admit that Ripple owns them. Do you realize what that implies for those of us who own XRP? Well, it means that XRP isn't sitting on the sidelines. Before the door is even open, it is already in the VIP room. Let's think about it this way. The NBA draft in you before you even played collegiate ball is similar to this. You just graduated from high school. They are locking you in before the competition wakes up because they already know you're going to change the game. Or, for those of you who aren't interested in sports, picture Apple releasing the iPhone. However, they had already inked exclusive contracts with all of the world's leading carriers prior to the keynote address. By the time the public gets this news, the networks already live. That's where we are with Ripple right now. This matters because we're not talking about maybe adoption here. We've already discussed this occurring. Tokenized deposits, which are supported by one of the most reputable brands in international finance, represent actual money traveling on blockchain rails. And everyone, XRP is there in the middle of it all. So while you mix cross-border payments, you combine them with blockchain-backed settlements and Ripple-owned custody infrastructure. You are witnessing the construction of the future's architecture. This is enormous. Now, for the sake of time, and I know the intro is a little long, but we had a lot to get in there. The appraisal of gold XRP will be discussed in the upcoming film. But first we must discuss this OCC banking license since this is where it really gets big. And this is extremely very interesting. Rath announced that the public can now use the OCC banking application Volume 1. We're now dissecting everything. From what we can see, this will reveal exactly how Ripple intends to take over tokenized finance, and how this will have a significant impact on XRP. It doesn't matter if it didn't state explicitly that XRP would work. Okay? Sometimes you have to read between the lines. The play is now available. Ripple isn't just releasing another fintech service. They are applying to be a national trust bank with limited mission and OCC regulation. I'll see you all at the next one.